Paralympic shooter Michael Johnson has nerves of steel, and he's at his best under extreme pressure.
He's a Paralympic gold medalist and current world champion, and is New Zealand's strongest medal hope at the Beijing Paralympics. We caught up with him at home, where he's adopted a unique way of training. They talk about 2020 vision. Shooter Michael Johnson's sight is so pin perfect he's shot world records, scoring 600 out of 600.
A golden day at the Paralympics, with 2 more gold medals for our team. Another world record was set by Auckland's Mike Johnson in the 10-metre air rifle. He shot a perfect 600 out of 600.
I can't believe it. It's sort of surreal. It's amazing, yeah. Feels like I've come a long way in a short period of time.
Michael's already proven he maintains his focus despite intense pressure.
For me, it was the final in Athens. Your heart's beating, it's all crazy. And so you close the lever, and then it's just you and your rifle and the target. And then being up there on the dais and watching the New Zealand flag go up and them playing the New Zealand anthem is probably one of the best experiences I've ever had.
In 2006, Michael became New Zealand's first shooting world champion. He's also won 2 prestigious international events recently, taking 4 gold medals in Korea and 1 in Germany. Back in New Zealand, he's had to resort to a slightly unusual home-based training regime as he prepares for Beijing.
Hey guys, can I get you just to put the target up by the mark?
Just this year we lost our shooting range out at Ardmore, but we've managed to come up with, if not equal or better, facilities here at home. We've got an electronic target system, and it allows me to shoot down my hallway from the kitchen to the target, and it's exactly the same sort of system that we'll be using over in Beijing. So it couldn't be any more better to prepare me, really, for what I'm going to face.
Can I get a hand with the jacket, Dad?
Sure thing.
After breaking his neck in a car accident in 1996, Michael was looking for a sport to keep him occupied. He freely admits he wasn't that serious in those early days, but being beaten was enough to spark his competitive nature.
And I was actually got beaten by a couple of Australians, and I think that's what spurred me on to be competitive, and I just didn't like that feeling. And I decided right there and then that I didn't want to be the person in second place. I wanted to be the person in first place, so maybe that's where my competitive nature came from. Dad's been excellent. He's been there right from the beginning, and he's helped me with sort of every step of the way, with setting my equipment up, coming up with new ideas, and actually helping me with my training. Right in the beginning, it was him and I that we sort of feel our way through. We didn't know anything about target shooting, so we had to. It was quite a steep learning curve.
That's better.
The neighbours needn't worry, he's only firing air pellets.
Bringing the average up too, which is good.
This will be a cracker.
Michael's been identified as a clear medal prospect by Paralympics New Zealand. Coach and fellow shooter Dwayne Willems has been engaged to help Michael with his technical and logistical preparation for Beijing.
Well, this is the target system that they're going to be using in Beijing. And because of Mike's accuracy, a manual target system is just no good. It tells us that he shoots 10s, but not the quality of the 10. So this system here that we've got, that we've imported over from Germany, is the only one that's in the country. And we're able to analyse a little bit more in depth with regards to the quality of his shot. So here, it's great because you can see that the highest shots, the 10.6, the 10.7, 10.7 and 10.5, are just slightly up to the left-hand corner. So it's really good because we can just analyse a little bit more about where the shots are going. Because he is so good and he knows how to shoot and does it quite well, there's nothing that I can do to tell him, or anyone can really do to tell him how to shoot better. But it's more that constraints management. It's more about that looking after the bigger picture of things, ensuring that he knows that everything's been well looked after. So when we get to Beijing, all he has to do is pull the trigger.
Summer heat and pollution in Beijing will have a serious impact on Michael's vision and body cooling, but they've investigated solutions.
We went down to Otago University to do some heat acclimatisation and some training down there. And they got me to actually shoot in the lab, so where they heated the room up to the same humidity and the same temperature that we'd be experiencing in Beijing. So I got to shoot, and we tried a few different cooling strategies, and we actually got to analyse the data, and we could see how without the cooling strategies, my shooting was not very good. But when we incorporated the cooling strategies, it improved, and it was just fantastic. Nervousness as well creates that sort of, it builds your temperature up, so it's not just nerves, it's the environmental things that are going on from the smog to the actual heat in the shooting range. So all those things really impact on you.
We've got a certain threshold as to how hot you can get.
Yep.
Anything above that and your shooting gets quite variable.
Yep.
So we need to start implementing and start ordering some of those things that we had a look at.
I'm going to get some cooling neckties and really sort of maintain that temperature so that my concentration levels are nice and high and I remain steady. As long as I can stay focused on the job, I've got a high chance of winning medals. Hopefully 2 golds.